Okay, hi. So today I'm looking at Senode or Senode or Senode. Senode. Anyway, yes, here we are, Senode. I had proper fun with this. Okay, so it's everyone who knows anything about my stuff knows that I have a slight addiction to anything with randomness built in, and this certainly does. So what do we got? Okay, it's a bit like that thing I did the other week. Anyway, I'm going to add in an emitter here. And an emitter sends out little pulses of MIDI. And I'm going to add in some nodes. Let's have a 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes. Five nodes. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these a note each. So let's give them a D, D. Right, so I've got to hit the edit button and then do a D, D. Wait, do it. Okay, now I can join them up. So if I hit the arrow button and join and join and join and join that, and then go back to the beginning of my loop. And what I'm going to do now is, at the moment, they're all set to 1 tick long, and my emitter here is set to 4 ticks, and the whole thing is split up into 16ths. So I'm going to reduce that to say 2 ticks, make the BPM 120 BPM or thereabouts. So 1, 2. I'm going to make that 2 ticks long. Oops, not 3. 2 ticks long. This one 2 ticks long. This one 2 ticks long. And then I'm going to have a couple of ones at the end here. All right. And now, if I can run this now, I can run it with the built-in synth. Okay, so I've obviously set something here with a chord on it, so I'll take that chord back off again. All right, so that's the basic thing, and you can set up sequences that do stuff like this. And I can change around the built-in synth if I want. And you can change the properties on each of these blobs here. So let's have a couple of quieter ones there, and let's have some more staccato bits over here. All right. Now what you can do now is just stop that for a second. Stop. Is now I can build in some alternative paths. So let's build an alternative path. These are both 1 tick long, and I want to try and maintain 4 beats in the bar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an alternative path down here with a couple more 1 tick nodes, and I'm going to set that one to, and we'll take a path from here, there, and then back to the start. Now when you've got alternative paths from a node, it's completely random which one they choose. If I could do anything about this, I would really like them to build some sort of probability or alternatives that you could build in around it, but at the moment it's completely random, so this is fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a bit faster by going to my emitter and making that only 1 tick long. Drop the BPM a little bit. Okay, and that's basically what you're doing with this thing. So you can build up any patterns that you like. Now I can also have other emitters. So if I stop that, I can stick another emitter on here, and I can have that at say 2 ticks or 3 ticks. This has got a different synth built in, and if I join that to somewhere else here, let's join it into that node there. And if I run this again, and this is where stuff gets a bit like that few gap, but with a bit more randomness built in. I can build another emitter in over here. Let's have that one at well, we got this one. This one's at 3 ticks, and this one's going to have 4 ticks. So different synth again. Let's transpose that down by an octave and attach it to that first one there and start that running as well. Now this can sound quite confusing, but you can do some neat stuff with this. So I'm just going to turn off, I'm going to remove that emitter and that emitter. Alright, so I'm going to go across to some Roland Sound Canvas, which I bought ages back for some reason I can't quite fathom. I've never used it once because I don't use a MIDI keyboard. I do all my work on the bus, and so if I can't do it self-contained on the iPad, then I don't. And as I very rarely use any kind of sequencer, this has been absolutely useless to me. So let's let's set this up here. I'm going to bring in a bass sound, and let's have some kind of bass there. So just a fingered bass, and I'm going to go back here, and for emitter, this emitter, instead of going to the synth, I'm going to send that to MIDI channel 1, and I'm going to make sure I'm picking up sound canvas over here, and it should, so it's now picking up that sound from sound canvas. Sounds horrible, excuse me. One of these has got more than one note stuck in it. Oh, it's just less legato maybe. Anyway, I think let's go back here, and I'm just going to change that bass sound for something else. Let's go to back, and I'm going to transpose that instrument down by an octave. Transpose. And this one I can now set to say channel 2 and turn it on, and then start playing the piano. Sounds dreadful, I do apologise. Okay, and there we are. So let's just stop that. Let's stop that one. And what you can do quite successfully with this stuff is, being a fugue, it's all very good for harpsichords. So if you set yourself up a harpsichord somewhere, let's have a harpsichord. Get back. And that's on channel 2, so I'm going to set everything to channel 2. That can go to channel 2. That one's. Alright, and if I look at what have I done over here? Alright, so this one's the bass line that I was messing around with, and it changes, sort of adapts. So just to build a bit more variation into my bass line. So by building these little paths and routes, you can build something that has a whole bunch of randomness built in, and it's really good fun. It's very easy, quick to work with, and as I said, the only thing I'd really wish for is the ability to add some kind of probability for each route, or each route, as I'm supposed to say over here in Australia, so that you can rein it in a bit on the randomness. But excellent app. Recommend everyone goes and gets it. Okay, cheers. Bye.